Zombie apocalypse.
Welcome back, everybody. DJ Numismatics, and back with another nickel box hunt. And like I said in my last video, they ordered 2 boxes one day, and they came in, and I could only pick up one. Well, today I stopped in there, and my favorite teller was there, and I asked him, can I please have that other box, because the last one was epic. And I'm hoping this is a sister box, because if you look right there, we've got a silver ender. Philadelphia, not sure the year, but we will find out. So let me get set up and we'll get hunting. Hopefully we have an epic box like my last one. See you guys soon. So we're on roll number 2. Nothing exciting, but we do have our first 4 into the box. That's a 1998 Canadian Beaver. We're on roll 4, and we'll have our first find here, besides the Canadian, and that's a 1957 out of Philly. We're on roll 6, and we've got a 19, get out of there, 52. I do believe that's a D there, out of Denver. Roll number 7, and well, the oldest so far of the box, and that is a 1940 out of Philadelphia. We're on roll number 9, and towards the back there, I see a funky edge. Let's check and see what this is. I don't know if I've ever seen one like this before. This is a Elizabeth II de Gracia Regina. Huh, 1961 out of Canada. This is my first that I've ever found like this. I'll have to do some research on it, see if there's any kind of varieties or what they're worth. Because this is probably one of the oldest nickels I've found. Pretty cool. Alright, finish up this roll and move on to the next. We're on roll number 10, and yep, you guessed it. We got our first buffalo of this box. This one here looks pretty slick. I don't know if I'm going to get a date on it. 1927. Out of Philly. Buffalo number 1. Hopefully they keep flowing out of this box like they did the last one. We're on roll 11, and we've got a 19, if it'll focus, 59 out of Denver. And while I got you here, you can see right back here, I noticed an older date here, and that is a, let's just pull it out of there if I can. Oh, wrong one. Get it out of there. 1948 out of San Francisco. I'm not 100% positive, but that may be a semi-key date. Let me check and I'll be right back. And I was right, it is a semi-key date with only just over 11 million minted. So we've got a buffalo and a semi-key date. And we already know we got a war nickel ender in the box. Let me go ahead and finish up this roll. We're on roll 13, and we've got a 1940 out of Philadelphia. And while I got here, I just wanted to point out, I've come across quite a few of these 2005, 2004s that have had some really cool toning to them. I haven't kept them because this one's actually in pretty good shape. This might be the first one. Yeah, there's some chatter there, I might not keep it. But they're really cool. They must have came out of somebody's albums and are back into circulation. Alright, let me finish up with this roll. And we'll move on to the next. We're on roll 17, and we've got a 1955. Let's see if it's a key date or semi-key date. Nope, it's a Denver. Let me throw it under the scope and we'll see if it's the D over S. Well, as you can see, it is... Boy, I don't know. Let's see if I can zoom in on that a little closer. Definitely not the D over S, but it might be one of the RPMs. I think that might just be damage though. Well, let me finish up this roll. Same roll, and we got a 1964 Denver here, and let me go ahead and throw it under the scope and show you what I got. If you look right down there on the bottom, this is RPM 006. Kind of a cool find. We're on roll 19, and we've got a 1941 out of San Francisco. I'll check that for the RPM and the large or small S. And if I find them, I'll bring you on in. Roll 20, and we've got a 1 year off silver, 1946, out of Philadelphia. Roll 21, and we've got a 1957 out of Denver. Same roll, and we got a 1959 out of Denver. Same roll, and we got a 1942, and it doesn't have the silver look to it, so it's not a war nickel. It's out of Philadelphia. We're on roll 22, and 2 coins in. We've got Buffalo nickel number 2. That's going to be another 1936 out of Denver. Roll 23. We're going to have another one. And that would be a 1958 out of Denver. We're on roll 26. I just flattened it out. And if you look here, we've got, I do believe this would be Buffalo number 3 of the box. Type 2, no mint mark. Let's flip it over, see if we got a date. And we do. That's a 1923. Buffalo nickel, I do believe, number 3. We're on roll 27, and we've got a 1941 minted in Philadelphia. We're on roll 32. We got an ender here, and it is a 1946 out of Philly. And while I got you here, I seen, where did it go? Where'd it go? Right there, we've got another foreign in the box. And this time it is a Canadian 1998. Same roll, a few coins later, and we got a 1958 out of Denver. So we're on the silver ender roll. So let me go ahead and rip this thing open. Ooh, wouldn't that be cool if I had a double? And see what we got. Hang on. On this end, so let's, looks like it's all alone, at least silver wise, and we've got a Philadelphia minted. I do believe that is a 43. If it'll focus. There we go, finally. I will put that under the scope real quick and check it for the 3/2 and the double high. If it's there, I'll bring you in. Well, as you can see, I do not see the 3/2, and eye-wise, I'm not seeing it, I don't believe. I just see some damage. Yeah, that's not it. That's just some damage. So, we did find a silver in the box, though. So, let me set this camera down and we'll finish off this roll. Boy, that might be, but I don't think it is. I think it's just damage. A couple coins later, and we've got a 1958 out of Denver. So we're on roll 39, and we've got another Canadian. This time it's another 1998. And while I got you here, I see a few coins later, we got a 1941 minted in Philadelphia. We're on roll 44, and we got a 1954 minted out of Denver. And while I got you here, I can see this one from here. We got a 59 minted in Denver as well. We're on the last roll, and it's going to have a parting gift. That's a 1957 minted out of Denver. And while I got you here, I do believe it's going to have one more. I seen it 2 seconds ago. Let's see if we can find it here. Right there. We've got a $19.52 out of Philly. Alright, let me go ahead and finish up this roll. And if I get another one, I'll bring you in. If not, we'll do a wrap up. Well, we got one more. That's a 1958 out of Denver. Well, it got pretty late after I finished the hunt last night, so I wasn't able to do the wrap up on it. And I ran to the banks today to pick up some quarters, hoping, trying to find some more uncirculated, but they're all out. And I do got a quarter hunt coming up after this video, but I was able to score 7 rolls of nickels. So instead of wrapping those into my quarter video, let's see what we can find in these 7 rolls, and then we'll do a wrap up. I'm on the first roll, and I was hoping for no foreigns, so I didn't lose any money, but at least it's only 5 cents. And we got a 1986 Canadian. We're on the second roll, and we've got another foreign. This isn't Elizabeth II, but as you can see, it's from the Cayman Islands. And that is a 1996. First one of these I've ever found. Well, that's kind of a cool design on the back. Second foreign in the box. I mean, hunt. Well, hopefully we get more than foreigns in these. I just found number 3. And that's another Elizabeth II. This time a 1999 out of Canada. We're on roll 6 and I was getting kind of nervous, but we're at least going to have one older one. And that is a 1958 out of Denver. Last roll, and we've got a 54 from Denver. That's definitely seen better days. I couldn't tell by the edge, but we've got a P on the back, which means we just found silver in 7 rolls that I picked up today. That is crazy. Well, what do we got? That is in 1942 Philadelphia. That is wild. Like I say all the time, whether it's a box or a few rolls, you never know what you're going to find. And I just found silver. Let me go ahead and just go ahead and finish up this roll quick. $80, 2019, 94, 93, 77, 82, 81, 18. Let's check that for the blown out wall. And it don't have it. We've got a 84. And let's see what the sender was. 1983. Well, that roll produced a couple finds at least, and one being silver. So let me go ahead and lay out all the finds and grab my albums and see if we can do some upgrades. So I'll be right back. So we ended up with 6 out of Canada, with the 61 being the oldest. We've got the one from the Cayman Islands. We got 3 more buffaloes to add to the collection. And then I pulled out this here 2000 because it has, I don't know if I'll be able to see it here. You can kind of see it right there. Some real crazy toning on it. It isn't in the greatest shape, and I'm not sure if I'll keep it. And I found 109. And then we got, what was there, 11 out of the 40s, including 2 silvers, and then the semi-keyed 848S. We got 15 out of the 50s. We got that 64 RPM 006. And then we got a handful just to check against the album. So, speaking of albums, let me pull them out and see if we got any upgrades. Well, it's looking like the only thing that's going to upgrade. And this one is, that 70D is absolutely beautiful. Compared to the other one, you can see a few scratches there. This one has nothing. I guess I didn't even check it for full steps. But you can see, definitely not full steps. So, let me pop that one in and we'll go on to the next album. I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot about the 60s. If you look, that 64, it's got a lot better hair detail than that one. So, I'll swap that one out too. And then we'll move on to the next album. Well, the second album, it isn't much of an upgrade, but it is slightly upgradable, and that's the 1946. And then it totally bewilders me because I didn't realize this. But if you come over here and take a peek, I thought we had it. So funny thing is, those 7 rolls actually filled a slot in my album, because we do have a 42p war nickel to pop into the album. That is awesome. So we did fill a slot. That brings us down to 3, 4, 5, 6 more slots to fill. Wait a minute. 3, 4, 5, 6 more. Wait, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 6 more slots to fill. Let me pop in this 46 and close up this album. This was a pretty good hunt. We got quite a few foreigns. The 3 buffaloes, 2 silvers, a semi-keyed 8, and an album filler. So like always, I'm going to post a link right up here for my eBay page. Check it out. I got a lot of stuff on there for sale. And until next time, let's bring ahead into some warmer weather. The roads are slippery with a lot of slush. So stay safe. And as always, happy hunting, everybody. Thanks for joining me.